Welcome to another video, and in this video, this is not about Minecraft at all. This is actually about the Doom franchise, but I have this as a background so that I can spin around in circles and entertain myself so I can talk to you guys. So, in the Doom games, I'm going to just talk about the lore here, starting with Wolfenstein: The Old Blood. In Wolfenstein: The Old Blood, which I know is not a Doom game, you play as BJ Blazkowicz. And we know, I'm just going to go into a random mission real quick. And yes, I will be playing on easy difficulty, so I don't have to worry about having to hyper focus on anything, since I could just wipe them clean. Off the face of the fucking planet. So you play as BJ Blazkowicz, infiltrating Castle Wolfenstein in 1946 because of the fact that, Nazi Germany had, frankly, starting to win the war. In fact, you'll see eventually that they actually end up winning the war. But that's later. So you play as BJ Blazkowicz, you infiltrate Castle Wolfenstein, and the biggest dick there captures prisoners, feeds them to dogs, yada yada. We're gonna skip ahead. You kill his dog, you kill him, and then you get introduced to a new villain after the Nazis awaken an ancient demonic creature. Correlation much? We know that the Wolfenstein franchise is actually a part of the Doom universe, and we do know that Doom Guy is a Blazkowicz. And I'm going to go on a limb and say that there's a game that I don't know if they made or not, I might be wrong about this, where a playable character is Samuel Blazkowicz, which looks just like Doom Guy. So we might have just found his name, Samuel Blazkowicz. But we're going to go to A New Order. You play as BJ Blazkowicz in the events of 1946 to start, but you get knocked down until 1980, where Nazi Germany has won. And, they won because of the same reason the US won. The atomic bomb. They beat us to it because of, if you played the Wolfenstein games, they were very technologically advanced. And I mean, like, holy shit technologically advanced, which actually lines up with the technology you see in Doom. But that's not important. It is kind of important because you play as Doom Guy's father. In Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, as you play as Doom Guy's father, BJ Blazkowicz, in A New Order, BJ gets a female pregnant. I don't need to go into detail because that would probably get me fucking struck down by YouTube very quickly. As you play as BJ during these events, which I don't want to spoil the game because it's a game I want to play because it has such a good story. But it's not entirely important, except the fact that that motherfucker that BJ Blazkowicz got pregnant is pregnant with twins. Yeah, the Doom Slayer Doom Guy is a fucking twin, which actually correlates with another bit of lore that I'll get to later. Where first we're gonna go. Oh, my brain is malfunctioning. It's trying to lore dump. In the New Colossus, you end up starting an American Revolution. Yada yada yada. Let's go to Doom 1, which takes place in 2020. Doom Guy was born roughly around the 1980s. Fucker's 40. He might be in his 30s, actually. I don't know. But he's in his 40s, roughly. Or at least close to it. So, as you play as Doom Guy, which the reason he's on, I think, Phobos, I might be wrong about that, He's on Phobos because he assaulted his commanding officer for telling him to fire on unarmed civilians. Which, to be honest, matches way too much with what his dad would have done. Which his dad was an abusive, fucking racist father. Thankfully, I am going to spoil this. You do kill him. And I believe the new Colossus. Yeah, you do kill him in the new Colossus. Like, you fucking... Personally, I meleeed him. Get that shit personal. Play the Wolfenstein games. I do have to warn you, the Wolfenstein games, they're not afraid to show you anything. At all. Anyways, back to Doom. As you fight the forces of hell alone, because an entire squadron meant to keep back the forces of hell end up getting overrun and wiped by hell. So you took it into your own hands to fucking wipe hell off of Phobos. And you essentially become a legend after that. Now, I wouldn't say you are the legend at the moment that Doom Guy becomes. But you become a fucking legend. I misclicked that. And in the events of Doom 2, you're introduced to a weapon that will return in Doom Eternal. Not Doom 2016. That is actually a different weapon entirely. And what I mean by a different weapon entirely, I mean a different weapon entirely. But we'll get to that when we get there. Okay. I had to focus there for a second. I was getting knocked back a shit ton. But anyways, Doom 2 takes place on Earth. The demons invade Earth, and long story short, you deal with them. You deal with them rather quickly, but they killed your pet rabbit, Daisy, which is not exactly the truth, but it's not wrong either. They do kill your rabbit named Daisy. Ironic because John Wick's dog was named Daisy. But they also actually killed your entire family. Like, I mean, they mutilate Daisy, which is probably the thing that ended up fucking making that shit personal. Like, I mean fucking personal for Doom Guy. So then, in Doom 64, you bring yourself into hell and bring the fight directly to them. And when I say that hell is not ready for you, they are not ready for you. You fight through the forces of hell after killing the Mastermind in Doom 1 and 2, which are pretty much the same game. You could literally just give me a Doom game with both Doom 1 and 2, and you just say that Doom 2 is a DLC, I would believe you. Even though I've played all the Doom line games, completed them all, it's still. Anyways, in Doom 64, which, first of all, you're introduced to a weapon that will arrive one more time in Doom the Dark Ages, and that is the lever-action shotgun. Which is not a lever-action, but its animation is too reminiscent of a lever action, so it's a lever action. Why? Because I want to. You, again, fight the forces of hell, but in hell this time. You threw yourself in hell. And then, storyline from Doom Eternal happens. You are, rescued from the forces of hell, and then used as you fight the Sentinels, which then train you into a warrior, since you were able to fight them off. I mean, last time I checked, the Blashwitz family was well known for saying fuck you to non-human individuals. Yeah, I will say that Nazis don't count as human. their cruel traits are too inhuman and too terrible to be for them to be considered human. Like, I will argue that until my last dying breath. I firmly believe that. And I will always firmly believe that. Anyways, back to Doom. So, as you play as Doom Guy during that, you get rescued by the Sentinels, blah, blah, blah. If you play Doom Eternal, you know what happens. I don't want to go too much in detail, but let's just say Samuel Hayden puts you in the Divinity Machine, increasing your strength. And then ends up returning in Doom 2016. But then Doom the Dark Ages happened. The newest Doom in the franchise is also a prequel to Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. Explaining the story of Doom Guy, who, again, says one fucking word. Badass says one word. And as that happens, again, you fight the forces of hell, but this time you're pretty much controlled by the con makers. Like, I'm talking controlled. Like, you can't even piss without them commanding you to. You are used as a weapon and a prized possession to them. Let's just say you do break free and you do exact your revenge, because that ain't how the Blashwoods family rolls. They don't go based off suppression. They don't like that shit. And, hold on, I'm trying to think, because this is the part where I get hazy when it comes to Doom lore, because there's just so much now. It's not Warhammer style. I will never understand fucking Warhammer lore. But, essentially, the next thing that happens is, I'm trying to remember. There's just so much to there. I'm gonna take a small breather because I talked pretty much the entire video. The 12-minute long video. There's just that much now. I know way too much about Doom lore. Okay, next up, Doom 2016. After they entrap you in Doom the Dark Ages, which they don't show you doing that, they entrap you in Doom the Dark Ages, and you end up getting found by Samuel Hayden, again, but in a robot body because he got some form of cancer in a human form that he ended up somehow getting in. I don't know how, but I know he did. As he is put into a... what the fuck? As he's put into a human form, he is... I'm trying to remember. He ended up getting cancer in the human form, got turned into a creature. I'd rather be overpowered so that I can stay calm here. He gets... Samuel Hayden goes from a normal dude, gets cancer, and turns into a robot. There. In Events Doom 2016, you proceed to go through the forces of hell on Mars this time, after being awoken, and you found yourself being experimented on. It is needless to say, you did get fined after you got entombed for the first time. You fight for the forces of hell, and then yada yada. Let's just say that it's pretty straightforward. You find pretty much the last surviving human there, who ends up... you also find an AI, but we'll get to that later, because it's actually very important to the story later. You find an AI named Vega. I will not explain further. He is an artificial intelligence, and he's also happens to be the father, which is God in this universe. But inside of an Alexa, essentially. A very advanced one. at that. Like, I'm talking can hack fucking anything, and nobody realizes how strong that shit is until you realize that near infinite power is put into an AI, making it have way too close to a human trait. And let's just say you and Vega do become close, partner-wise, as the events of Doom Eternal start. You find yourself back on Earth. You are pretty much a gamer now. Doom Guy is a gamer. Like, he is canonically a gamer. And to be honest, I respect him for it. Like, what else is he gonna do when Hell is literally dormant for a while? Anyways, the forces of Hell end up, due to something called the Hell Priest, they end up attacking, and, well, let's just say Doom Guy goes and handles the Hell Priest. I mean, you kill one in the first fucking mission. After you dispatch all the Hell Priests, you kill the Con Makers, which appear for the next time, which they don't appear... It's not that complicated, the story, it's just the way I'm explaining it. Anyways, you kill them, then you kill the Icon of Sin, which actually is your nephew, but also happens to be fought during Doom 2, still as your nephew. Yeah, remember how I said Doom Guy was a twin? Unless I forgot to say that. It's been long enough for me to forget. But I'm going to say that I said that. Doom Guy is a twin. And, well, let's just say you have to dispatch your previous nephew, which I think he would rather that. Because by the looks of it, I don't think he's having a good time being forced by instinct and command of the creator of pretty much everything, which happens to also be you in their world after you resurrect them, which I think... Now, this is not exactly, this is only my theory, is that he actually happens to be your twin brother. Like, he takes form as your twin brother, who is long deceased by this point, since your twin brother did not become a fucking god, and you left Earth for a very long time. I'm talking, like, millions of years canonically, because Hell's a timeless place, and you were human in Hell. So, millions of years go by. And I mean millions. Like, Earth is capable of space travel fucking casually and has weapons designed to punch holes through everything, which you happen to use to get into Mars. And as you do that, as you fight the forces of Hell, you end up coming face to face with your twin brother. Take that with a grain of salt, because that's only my theory. You fight forces of Hell as per usual, and you try to shoot him almost as soon as you see him, because you resurrected him to kill him. But he happened to have plot armor as well. Except for that point. He had plot armor. Only for that one particular point, otherwise the Doom franchise would have been over right then and there. I haven't played the DLC, but I do have seen so much footage due to it being 5 years old as if I'm making this video. Shut it. I missed. Anyways, you fight him. Long story short, you win. It's actually in the lore. It's just a fight with your fist, a fist fight. So as you get in a fist fight with your brother, I feel like a lot of siblings can vouch for me in saying that they would want to fist fight their sibling for some of the shit they do. And I have little sister, so I can't even say I can because she's fucking small. Concerningly small. Anyways, as you fight him, you win, and the most badass sentence besides run, Doom Guy only says, in the Doom games, a total of 3 sentences, never going past 5 words. Also, by the way, Doom Guy might have autism and might be socially awkward based off of his interactions with people and his obsession with small little toys and trinkets. That's only an observation. Take that shit with a grain of salt, too. It just lines up too well. Anyways, as you kill, well, your twin brother, your purpose is now gone. You've been alive for millions of years just to fight the forces of hell. Your rage is now satiated. Your rabbit and pet dragon have been avenged, and now you can rest in peace. Except Doom Guy doesn't die. He just literally goes to rest. Like, he ain't fucking dead yet. He's dead when he says he's dead. So he doesn't die, he's only put away for the forces of hell to inevitably come back. And that's that. That is the lore of Doom, from what I have observed. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. Now I'm going to finish this on camera, and then the rest of it will just be off camera, because, well, I started this on camera, I might as well finish it on camera. Also, I bet you did not... Well, they have all of these weapons in Minecraft Dungeons. But why not add them to Minecraft itself? Like, they have so many unique animations, like a full-on combat update with Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft Dungeons is, I'm sorry to break it to you, it is a really fun game, but it's dead by company standards. Not by player standards. Player standards, it's still alive and will stay alive for probably a really fucking long time. But by company standards, it is dead. It no longer exists. Like, it is fucking dead. But they have all of these cool weapons with so many unique features and abilities that would just change the tide of gameplay and make it so that instead of who can click first and spam click the most, to who can jump up and down the most without dying, and who can run into each other the fastest, or who can fall from the greatest height. You actually have to think about what you're going to do, because every weapon's drawbacks and advantages are very clear. Like the chainsaw I have, if you shove it in them, they start to die really fucking quickly, and I mean really quickly. Like, it's by far the weakest damaging weapon I have, but its per second damage is... Hold on, I'm gonna run this way so that I can show you guys. Like, it does only like 117 damage, but that's per second. Compared to like 280 and 196 and fucking like 300 and shit. But that's per second. It's 100 damage per second, which means in the same time it would take you to attack 3 times with those heavy weapons, you've already done like 500 damage more than those weapons. Also, a strategy I found which works really well for me is fireworks and anything that has multiple projectiles. It's just really funny. And I mean, it's like, hold on, I can show you on this guy. He's dead. He is 100% dead. I call it the BFC because of I shit you not, because of Doom. Doom is my favorite franchise, and I will defend it because, well, it's the only franchise that they didn't try to ruin. Like, they ruined Wolfenstein by getting rid of BJ Blazkowicz. Doom, they're like, we have a good thing going, let's keep it. Let's not remove the protagonist. Instead, let's add on to his feats. His already impressive feats. We have all of this lore to go off of. Let's just make games based off that. We have this franchise that refuses to fucking die and gets stronger with every game of the franchise so far. Even Doom 3, which in my opinion is a good game, just not a good Doom game. It's a good game, not a good Doom game. I think Doom really got its identity after 64. It just was more than likely experimenting with Doom 3 than anything, because, well, why else would they make a horror game? Because that is what Doom was originally going to be. It was going to be a horror game series, and then people had too much fun killing things, so then it kind of cemented itself in this badass game. And they tried to make it an actual horror series. That fucking failed. It's good. It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. I haven't completed it yet. It's the only Doom game I haven't beat. Don't get me wrong. It's a good game. It's just, don't play it as a Doom game unless you want lore from the humans' perspective. The reason why I say humans is Doom Guy is no longer considered a full human by this point. But he is definitely not extraterrestrial. Well, he is now, but definitely a fucking unit. Also, I do have to mention that your entire bloodline is now just you in the Doom games. Just the Doom Slayer. That's your entire bloodline. That's the entire Blazkowicz bloodline right fucking there. Which, Doom Guy is canonically immortal. He will not age or die of natural causes, which I do say that natural causes are anything that can kill you. Unnatural causes is things that, well, aren't made of anything that exists in reality. So to die of unnatural causes is to die from a fucking, like, spirit or some shit. Which means Doom Guy can't canonically die. Fuck you. That is now lore. Doom Guy straight up just can't die. He could be butt-ass naked fighting demons, and it'd have the same effect as his indestructible Predator suit. That's what it's called. The Predator suit. The Predator armor. The end-all, be-all. The thing that makes Space Marines shit their pants. I do know a lot about their armor, because armor is really fun to rate. Remind me to not go directly inside of a ship. That's why it's called the BFC. It stands for fuck everything in front of you. Which is why I run rockets. Because with that many projectiles, it's only a matter... Hold on. There's a lot going on right over there, and I don't like it. I'm gonna make it have more projectiles. This is not even this is my, like, second favorite weapon. My favorite weapon is actually the Great Sword. Because I really like weapons. I'm pretty sure you heard me say this. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, I think you heard me say this in my Doom video, if you watched that. Where, Chapter 2, I say I love chainsaws in video games. This is the reason. And also the reason why when I played Space Marine 2, I pretty much only ran the chainsword, because I just love the fucking I just love chainsaws. To be honest, it is my favorite gender of melee. Chainsaw. It just works too well for no reason. I mean, it's also fucking terrifying to be on the receiving end from, but, you weren't using your morality while using a chainsaw. You were just kind of, fuck you. Random... Okay, that gravity thing is gonna get me killed. Okay, I might actually die here. I fucking hate the Necromancer. Though, if they were added in the normal Minecraft, I feel like they would be countered much easier than in Minecraft Dungeons. Seriously, they have so much to go off of, but they're not doing anything with it. Like, they even have the template for an end update in Minecraft Dungeons, and that's not even a joke. Like, the entire end dimension has been overhauled to match Minecraft Dungeons, which could work as a fucking, could work as a very good end update since, well, Minecraft lore states, the only thing left in the end is a wasteland and mutated creatures. They have so much to go off of. Why? Now, again, I'm going to say this again, I'm going to say it a million times. When I say information, do the research yourself and correct me where I got stuff wrong, because I am not the best at explaining things. So I could be saying something that you don't think is correct, but because of how I said it, makes it wrong, even though it's right. Yeah, that's how that works. When I say something, I accidentally say things incorrectly, or don't, or say information wrong. But in reality, I am actually well educated. I just not well educated in social order. Could be to my autism. Which I almost made a video explaining my autism. If you guys want to see that, hit subscribe, comment, your favorite breed of frog. I mean it. Comment your favorite breed of frog. If I can get 2 people to say a certain type of frog, number 1, I'll make a video on those 2 people. Number 2, I'll go in depth to my autism and ADHD. But they don't like each other. I wouldn't say it's like they don't like each other like siblings. It's they don't like each other like fucking Joseph Stalin and Adolf Hitler. They fucking hated each other. Even though both of them were really bad, they both hated each other. Which is why the Soviet Union immediately, at the first chance they got, turned against Nazi Germany. Which, to be honest, is probably the reason why the Soviet Union has the most conflicting amount of people. It's because of the fact that... Get back here. What am I even saying? I hate Nazis, okay? I'm not talking like G.I. Robot level of hate. Actually, no, I'm talking more than G.I. level Robot hate Nazis. He's programmed to kill Nazis. I actually hate them. Remember, I'm pretty sure in this video, I completely forgot what I said in this video. Pretty sure in this video, I straight up said that Nazis don't count as people. And I actually had a conversation where you'd be like, they're still people. Their acts are too inhumane and cruel to count them as people. Yeah, I'm a believer for peace because I will actively kill Nazis. Like, I will if it was legally allowed. Like, if I got an email from the government stating that I could just kill fucking neo-Nazis, the next video would be a 50 ways to kill a Nazi. From experience. Instead of 50 ways to kill a Nazi. Like, I'll stand my ground, and I can even argue that. In fact, that does remind me, some people probably, in school, in high school, yes, I am a high schooler by this point. This might age poorly, but I am a high schooler by this point. In school, I have the biggest reputation for improvement, I would say, and anger management skills. As well as the biggest reputation for the most confusing mentality. Yeah, I had people think that I am a Nazi. I have people who know for a fact I hate Nazis. I have people who think I'm gay, even though I'm not. I have people who think that I just hate everyone. I have people who think I just endure. I have people who think I'm racist. I have people who think that I actively am harboring black people. There is so many theories about me in school, but I'm also the one that a lot of people watch their back against, and I'm also the one that they don't take seriously. I'm also probably the only one who knows how to make a nuclear bomb in their basement. It's really not that hard. It's plutonium and uranium-225, as well as a bit of C4. I'm not going to make instructions to make a nuclear bomb, because then the FBI is going to make it a... Oh, the mission's done. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Subscribe.